Hello everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about trail etiquette here. As you all know, me and Joy go on a lot of trail rides and we see a lot of things. And the first thing I want to talk about is organized rides. On most of these organized rides that you go on, you will have somebody leading you and you'll have somebody in the very back as a drag position. Now, what I want to tell you is, if you elect to go on one of these rides, and there is somebody designated to lead that ride, keep your butt behind him. Don't jump up there and get in front of him. Stay in the back. Stay behind the leader. If you don't want to do that and you think you know so much that you want to go on and do your own thing, go do it. But don't go with the group when you do that. Because what you've got to remember is this is not all about you. This is about other people on the ride. This is about other people who can't ride that good. They're out there trying to get along with their horse. They're trying to get their seat. They're trying to do all this stuff. And they just want to go and enjoy it. Okay? Now, another thing is a lot of you out there love to lope. And so do I. But when you're on an organized ride and say you get separated from people and you decide to break into a lope to catch up, shut those horses down before you get up close to the horses that you're catching up with. Because that there is a recipe for disaster as well. Okay? That is not good either. Another big thing, and this will pertain to somebody like me, okay? When I go on trail rides, this horse right here, Boomer, when I go on a trail ride with him for the first time, it will probably just be me and Joy getting him out and stuff. But there's going to come a time when we go on an organized ride, and it's going to be his first time. Okay? What's he going to do? I don't know what he's going to do when you get him in a group of horses. But what I can promise you is this. If you're on a horse that's green like that, and you're riding in the pack, and things don't go to going right, your horse is getting antsy, he's doing this, he's doing that, pull off to the side and get all the way in the back, and just follow along behind and work on your horse. Okay, that's what I do. I will get all the way in the back and say, okay, y'all just go on and I'll be keeping up. And I'll stay back there by myself away from everybody so that I don't screw nobody else up. I don't spook nobody else's horse. These are just some of the things. Another thing that we've run into on the past, me and Joy have, is people coming up on your butt. Okay? They're traveling, they're going down the trail and they're entirely too close to your horse. People, get your horse back off them horses. Joy had a guy behind her one time, and she was on the calmest 2-year-old that we broke. And the little bay horse went to get Nancy, went to acting stupid because this mare was just breathing down his back the whole time. Joy got off to the side and said, just go ahead and go on past me. Well, guess who's in front of Joy? Me. Here he comes up behind me. And he gets my horse wanting to kick and do things like that. These are the things that get horses kicked. These are the things that get people kicked, like in their knees. Guy that used to teach me to rope, another one of my good friends, they were out of roping one night. They got close together. Daryl's horse hauled off, kicked Butch right in the knee and broke his leg. These things happen out on the trail as well. Keep your horse back. If you can't keep him back, then get to the very back and start training on your horse. There is another deal, and I'm not going to mention no names, but we've been on a trail ride with them. They believe in keeping their horses 4 lengths back from the horse in front of them. Okay, that's fine. If you've got a horse broke enough to do that, I think that's great. Most of them aren't. Most of them aren't broke enough to do that. I know a lady that was trying that on a green horse. Okay, a green horse, what does a horse do? They are herd animals. They get with other horses for safety. You get these green horses out here, they're wanting to be around something. They're very insecure about what's going on. She was absolutely driving that colt nuts, trying to keep him that far back. Use some common sense, folks. Use some common sense. Those are the main things that we've seen. You know we have a couple of good friends of ours, couple of ladies that go on every trail ride. They never ride out with the group because of things that I just described. That's why they don't ride in a group. They go off and ride by themselves. Okay? We want everybody to be together. We want everybody to enjoy the camaraderie of it all. But people has got to use some common sense when you're out on the trail. And I think common sense is something that's lacking not only in the trail riding deal, but in a lot of things in this world right now. So these are just some things that I wanted you to think about. You know, like I said, if you're training your horse and he don't want to go over something, I understand that you don't want to quit at that point in time. Okay? But when there's 20 people lined up behind you and you're up here fighting with your horse, that is not good either. That is not good either. What you need to do is get off to the side, let everybody go. And even on that situation where you don't want your horse going across it because other horses are, sit over and wait till they get gone. Then go back and go to training your horse. On a group trail ride with 20 to 30 horses in a group, that is the last place you need to be to start training your horse. And just shut the whole group down so you can sit here and do whatever you need to do to your horse. Don't do that. Because you just make it hard on everybody there, and you're going to wind up having everybody hating your guts. So just use some common sense when you do that, and you'll have a lot more enjoyable ride out on the trail. We hope to see you on the trail, and we hope to have a good time. Just think about what I said.